Alright, so hello everyone. There is going to be a patch rolling out on Apex Legends today for essentially just some bug fixes, but also the shield system is going to be totally reverted. Well, not all of it, but the actual time to kill aspect. And in case you don't know what that is, it is obviously the fact that all of the different shields in the game have had the shield, 25 shield knocked off. So grey shields were 50 health and now they're 25. That's going to be totally reverted. I'm assuming that'll also mean that red shield will go back to 125. And essentially, as it says right here, it says this had a major impact on gameplay as it reduced the time of kill across the board, split the community immediately, and has been the response. And in response to the feedback, the decision has been reverted. So today, in about 5 minutes, you shall see that in the game, the shields have been reverted to what they were. Now, why they reverted them is because of obviously the feedback. A lot of games like really do have very quick time to kills, but Apex is known for being like, you have to have positioning, and if you have position, you're good. And I think they've taken all the shields down by 25 health. You know, if you have positioning, then anyone who doesn't is really like dead. You know what I mean? You have no like survival at all. But anyway, I'm just assuming that is how that is going to work. But yeah, we're going to get right into the nitty-gritty stuff right now. So here we go. In Season 6, we made a few big changes to the way that armor works. First, all armor became Evo armor, and second, all armor values were reduced by 25 HP. After letting the change simmer for a few weeks, we analysed some data and collected player feedback enough to make a decision. We're going to revert the armor values to pre-Season 6 values. The change is happening today across all platforms. We are keeping the all Evo armor change, which is good. No normal non-level upable armor apart from the gold shield. I'd like to take this opportunity to explain why we made the change and why we are reverting it. From the start of Apex Legends development, one of our core pillars was that getting the drop on someone should give those players a significant advantage. We aim to promote strategy in a battlefield positioning and map control. When these tactics were executed well, but the team still outplayed you because of your mechanical skill, this felt bad. In Seasons 1 through 5, we felt this balance was achieved pretty well. However, the introduction of the Evo armor change, we saw in our internal playtests that players were achieving red armor 125 shields more often, and more players were fighting at 225 total health. This started to swing the battles more than we liked, and good players were able to outplay teams more consistently, even if the enemy had worked for a much better position by lowering the armor values. We felt we had adjusted for the red armor availability more than anything else. Now, it's important to note that we playtested this for months internally. From those playtests, feedback was positive, but we are a small group of people compared to the millions that play Apex Legends every day. I don't think it's millions, but anyway. The skill levels in our game are varied, and big balance changes are really going to be vetted when we get feedback from all of you. We are all striving to improve the experience in Apex Legends. Sometimes these changes can be more experimental. We're not always going to get things right, but it's important for us to listen to and correct things when we don't. Okay, so I'm going to give my opinions on this. I'll actually throw up the other changes and bug fixes and stuff that's going to be applied to this season as well on screen as I'm going through my opinion. But yeah, I really do feel like there was some things that the change this season that was really good, and some things that the change that I didn't really like. Now, for the actual shield, I know that a lot of people didn't like how low the time to kill was. I was actually pretty fine with it, but I prefer having more health, if you know what I mean, and enemies having more health and having like positioning. It can give you a good advantage, but it doesn't mean that you die, you know what I mean, if you don't have the positioning. So I did like it more on the more health side, but that could mean a future game mode or something could be lower time to kill. Maybe like everyone has less health, because it's like a totally different experience. You know what I mean? like, a lot of people can probably agree with this. It's a totally different experience having, like, you know, 25 health less, and it's like you can feel it. You can definitely feel the difference. But yeah, I do prefer the change that they're going to be doing where it's reverted back to before. It makes more sense personally. It makes it so the purple shield actually looks like a purple shield and it looks good. Plus the gold shield just once, you know, first thing, it just looks a bit weird with only 75 health. Plus, it's not really useful at all. I mean, the ability already isn't really that useful. I mean, shield cells do double their effect and syringes do double their effect. It's not really that useful because you die so quickly anyway that shield cells, you may as well just use a battery. You know what I mean? There's no point, you know? But yeah, that is my opinion. I want to know your guys' opinion on this change. It is going to be coming out literally, I think it's already out now. I think the update is already rolling out. But yeah, I want to know your guys' opinion on this. Now, once again, whether this will mean that red armor is 125 health again, I do not know. But to be honest, the fact that they didn't nerf any of the weapons in any way this season, and the fact that they just wanted to go full on lower time to kill, them changing the shields back to where they were before, and you know the vault being added and everything, it's gonna be a totally new experience. And this is obviously because the vault was only ever introduced when this change was actually made. So all of us have been using this vault and devotion and everything, and everyone's been on 175 health, really maximum, and now everyone's going to have 25 more health. And it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be pretty interesting to see how all this goes. But yeah, I just want to make this quick little video, and yeah, I'll see you guys next video. Bye bye.